What is up, YouTube? This is Jeremy from Team Bow, and today, guys, we are going to show you guys an interesting deck that I built. Recently, I've been playing past formats with my good buddy Colin. He's been building decks from, I want to say 2007 or 2011. That's a huge time gap, but from like just past formats from way before I started up until 2018, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. And he built Empty Jar FTK, and it got me thinking, oh my god, morphing jars at 1. Doki Doki is also broken. So why don't we build a 2020 version of Empty Jar FTK? So that is exactly what I did. As you can see, Doki Doki's there. Where is our morphing jar? There you are. So I figured the best engine to put in with morphing jar, since it's obviously a rock monster, is Adamanspators. Yes, Block Dragon being banned is a huge hindrance to this deck, but we can still pop off. So I won't lie to you guys, this deck is horribly inconsistent. I was actually pretty lucky I was able to resolve it on this game. Like, this is probably my 30th try? Not third, 30th try, but it's possible. If Block Dragon came back to 1, maybe 2, 3, whatever, I'd probably only play it at 1. But if Block Dragon came back, this deck would probably be a lot more consistent. But let me show you how it goes. It's honestly just swing and a miss. Everyone knows what Book of Moon does. Book of Taiyu is just the exact opposite of Book of Moon, basically. But yeah, like I said, Doki Doki's broken. You can discard a monster. Let me pause real quick. Doki Doki, you just discard a rock monster and special summon from your deck one rock monster that has the same level, which most of the Adamanspators are level 2. Well, the good ones. The tuners are level 2, so you can special summon a Morphing Jar from your deck face down. Book of Taiyu, like I said, is just flip face up. And we get to Morphing Jar. And then obviously Book of Moon is a quick play, so we chain it to dodge something like Imperm or something. But then we just try to get more Book of Moons, Book of Eclipse that sets everything on the field. This is a funny card that I found, is Photon Papillar, that. So it is actually just a built-in Book of Taiyu. All it does is it flips it face up and lowers its attack by 600, but that's not a big deal because it resolves Morphing Jar. Then we just chain our Book of Moon, put it right back face down. This is an interesting card. This was played back when Morphing Jar FTK or Empty Jar won whatever event it was. It's just discard a card and stack your deck. So we just stacked the Book of Moon again because we obviously have 2 Book of Taiyus. We want to play Pot of Generosity because we don't want to deck out ourselves, because if you look right now, we have 24 cards in our main deck while they have 25. Adamanspators Signs is another really good card in this deck. I'll be doing a deck profile after I show you guys this replay. But yeah, here we go. Flip. That anything they do is pretty much irrelevant. We're lucky that for some reason they weren't playing any good hand traps per se. They ashed, but they ashed our Hulk, which was odd. But yeah, we're just doing flippy boys, flippy flip flip. Signs bring back Castell. For those of you who don't know, who did play Castell back in the day, he has another effect aside from detaching 2 to spin a card. You can detach 1 to flip 1 face down. Not many people know that. Obviously, card destruction is really good in this deck. This is another card that no one probably has ever read or played. All this is it's obviously a Boral monster, but it just flips one of your monsters to face-up defense position, and it can't be responded to. That's all it does. It just helps us resolve Morphing Jar again. As you can see, though, he has 5 cards in his deck. So we card destruction. He has no cards in his deck left. All we have to do is either pass turn and he just decks out, or resolve Morphing Jar one more time. We have exactly 5 cards in our deck. So we're just going to throw a little salt on him, activate the Photon, flip Morphing Jar face up, and we win because cards cannot be drawn. So that was the replay. Like I said, guys, this deck is so inconsistent. It's super fun, though, like just trolling people online. So I'll do the breakdown real quick. Gigantus is just really good. It just puts monsters on the field. It helps you get into your rank 4s. Quackimiro Guardian, this is really good to hit off of your Adamanspators if you do get hand trapped. The Rock Spirit is pretty much just another Gigantus. This was pretty much just a spot filler. I didn't want to play Upstart because I didn't want to deck out, but I didn't want to play a third Pot of Generosity because it doesn't really do anything. One Analyzer, you can't really obviously you don't want to go second with this deck because this has no interruptions going second. Like there's no hand traps, obviously. So this is just a going first deck. If you go second, you pretty much lose. There's no way any of these extra deck cards are going to kill your opponent. So he's just there for the normal summon, and he's a level 4 for your rank 4 plays. Quackmere Supplier, this will replace itself if a rock monster leaves the field, or it'll give you a search if you special summon it, and it'll get you your Quackmere Guardian. One Dragite, I like Dragite as a 1 of the at most, because if you revive one of your Adamancipators with Adamancipator Signs, and you use its effect to excavate, you can hit the Dragite, and the Dragite will put itself on the field, and then it will also give you a draw, which is a +2. 3 Seeker, 1 Morphing Jar. This is obviously the heart and soul of the deck. 3 Doki Doki. This card is absolutely broken. You discard any of your Adamancipators or even Doki Doki itself, and it'll special summon Morphing Jar face down from the deck. Researcher is the best Adamancipator. Everyone knows this. 3 Bukatayu, like I showed in the replay, just flips Morphing Jar face up. This will stack your deck by discarding a card, so you'll usually either stack your Bukatayu or your Book of Moons to put this face up or flip it back down. 2 Pot of Generosity is to make sure we don't deck out before our opponent. Card Destruction, kind of the same. You can set all the spells in your hand and activate this, and you won't draw any if at all, and it'll make your opponent draw 5. 3 Signs, this is just Monster Reborn basically for any rock monster, and then it can let you stack your deck, and it's not once per turn, which is absolutely absurd. And then 3 Book of Moon and 3 Book of Eclipse. This just sets your Morphing Jar. We did play a small Synchro Engine, 1 Stardust Charge Warrior. This is for, like, obviously we're going to be morphing jarring, that's terrible grammar, quite a bit. So we want to be able to refill our hand when we put all of these books, like set them face down, or Book of Moon, and like we're not able to resolve Morphing Jar. This will just help us get at least 1 more card to help us get into like something like Saruja. Herald of the Arclight, you can leave this on the field for your negation, but what I usually do is end up using it for an Xyz material anyways. Martial Metal Marcher, this just helps you get into more link plays, as weird as it sounds, as opposed to synchro plays, because it will revive one of your tuners that you're just going to link off into one of your Sarujas. 1 Gallic Granite, we didn't summon it in this replay, but this is going to help you search for your Adamancipators. You don't usually want to search your Morphing Jar, you want to special summon it off of something like Saruja or Doki Doki, or one of your Adamancipators. You don't really want to search it off of Gallic Granite, but if you open Morphing Jar and Gallic Granite, that's like a 3-card combo to just set Morphing Jar, and then you better have like a Book of Tayu, so it's not really worth it usually. 3 Photon something, like it's the same as the main deck, it's just a Book of Tayu, just a really weird card. 2 Castell, I didn't feel the need to play 3 just because we're playing 6 ways to set our Morphing Jar. 1 Dugaris, this is just going to be able to refill our hand as well if we do end up like losing our hand because of Pot of Generosity or the Phoenix Feather. 1 Borrelguard, this is just another Book of Tayu built into the extra deck. 3 Saruja, this is just going to help refill our hand, get us more monsters that we can throw on the field, more rank 4s. And then the Hulk and Link Cross combo. So that is going to be it for this deck profile, I guess, and this replay. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I had a lot of fun building this. In all honesty, guys, it did take me like 30 games to try to be able to do this, and it was difficult. But we finally did do it. I got a replay of it. That's all I wanted. Take this to whatever locals or play it online if you would like. Here's the deck list, obviously. But yeah, have fun with it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Remember to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share the channel with your friends, and let me know what kind of content you would like to see next. Deck profiles are still in the process. I did make a video the other day with my box openings talking about Blackwing deck profile. That is coming. I just need 1 more common card, and then the deck profile will be ready for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.